Have you ever pondered the profound power of collective action, the ability of organized group to disrupt systems and instigate change? This brings to mind the Occupy movement, a global wave of protests that swept across continents. But did you know that this movement, often associated with Wall Street and Europe, also resonated deeply within the African continent? Don't forget to subscribe to the SayPro channel for more insightful content like this. The story begins in 2011, the year when the world was grappling with the effects of a global financial crisis. The Occupy movement, born out of frustration and a desire for economic justice, soon found its way to Africa. In Nigeria, the movement was christened Occupy Nigeria. It was a protest against the government's decision to remove fuel subsidies, a move that led to a sharp increase in the prices of essential commodities. The protest, which began in January 2012, brought together Nigerians from various walks of life. The Occupy Nigeria movement not only challenged the government's decision, but also highlighted the endemic corruption and economic disparities in the country. Moving south, we find a similar story. Occupy South Africa, inspired by the global Occupy movement, began in October 2011. The South African movement focused on issues of economic inequality, high unemployment rates, and the perceived corruption of the ruling African National Congress. From Nigeria to South Africa and beyond, the Occupy movement in Africa mirrored its global counterparts, advocating for economic justice and political change. But it also took on a distinctly African character, addressing issues unique to the African experience. The impact of the Occupy movement in Africa was significant. It brought issues of economic inequality, corruption, and social justice to the forefront of national conversations. It fostered a sense of solidarity among disparate groups and encouraged civic participation. In Nigeria, the Occupy movement led to a partial reinstatement of the fuel subsidy, albeit temporarily. In South Africa, it inspired other movements like Fees Must Fall and Roads Must Fall, which challenged the economic and racial disparities in education. The Occupy movement in Africa also had its challenges. It faced repression from state authorities, internal divisions, and the enormity of the issues it sought to address. Yet, despite these hurdles, the movement has left an indelible mark on the political and social landscape of the continent. To summarize, the Occupy movement in Africa was a powerful expression of collective action. Born in response to a global financial crisis, it quickly adapted to address local issues of economic inequality, corruption, and social justice. The impact of the movement was significant, bringing these issues into national conversations, fostering solidarity, and encouraging civic participation. Despite facing considerable challenges, the Occupy movement has left a lasting legacy in Africa, inspiring future generations to stand up for economic justice and social change. And that, dear listener, is the story of the Occupy movement in Africa, a tale of collective action, resilience, and the enduring quest for justice.